Hi, Phil.
Oh, hi, Dave.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, thank you very much.
Did you see Anne Reinking last night sing your song on the Academy Awards, Against All Odds?
Yeah, I did. Wasn't she great? Yeah. You know, I originally wrote the song for her, you know.
No kidding.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. And what are you doing there?
Oh, I'm just trying to finish some lyrics that I've been trying to write, you know. But I'm looking for that final little thing, you know.
Looking for kind of a...
Yeah, that final...
Oh, my thumb! Humana, Ucha Magucha, Sussudio!
Perfect! Hey, not bad, Puffy.
Hey, way to go, Puffy.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he's with the band tonight. A nice welcome for Mr. Phil Collins. Phil. Seems like a very nice man, and we're going to get to the bottom of a couple of things before... Yep. Thank you, boys. Very nice. Very nice. We're going to have Phil come over here in just a second. Also, Dennis Miller will be joining us tonight. Tomorrow, Lily Tomlin will be here. Brian Dennehy, one of the fine actors from the motion picture Cocoon. And also, have we stooped this low? Have we finally sunk this low? Tomorrow, look at this, folks. Tomorrow on the program, Gretchen Warden will be here with something called Medical Oddities. What is that, like a whistling pancreas and that sort of... Yes, Medical Oddities tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Parental discretion is advised. Tape it and play it during dinner. Well, a birthmark shaped like Idaho. Well, look for that. All right. It's certainly a pleasure to formally introduce my next guest. He is the man responsible for this album right here. It's called No Jacket Required. He is also responsible for much of the success of the group called Genesis, and he also claims responsibility for a song entitled Sussudio. Please welcome Phil Collins.
Nice to see you, Phil. Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here, Dave.
You sound terrific with our band. Let me ask you a question. Is it difficult to play with another drummer? Is it harder than just playing by yourself?
No, it's also, I mean, it depends on the drummer, but I mean, I've been very fortunate. Steve's a fantastic player.
Yeah.
And it's really... And as long as you keep out of each other's way and know what you can do and what you can't do.
Now, it sounds to me like you guys rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed. Was there a lot of rehearsal for this?
It took seconds to rehearse, actually.
Really?
No, we rehearsed for about half an hour this afternoon.
Yeah.
Just the, you know, beginnings and endings and stuff.
Yeah.
The theme was the hardest one.
The theme for the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you. You sound terrific, by the way,
enjoying
and
everything.
I appreciate
It's
you
great.
being here. All right, let's get down to it. What the heck is the deal? Now, let me just say, you're one of the, probably the biggest, one of the biggest men in music today.
In a short way.
Well, you've been very, very, very successful in a lot of areas. A lot of music that everybody can't wait to buy. Sussudio. What does that mean exactly? What were you thinking of when you wrote that?
Well quite simple, really.
Hey, why don't you take a weenie, will those weenies and get out of here.
It's a word that I made up. You know, I didn't even make it up. It just came out of my mouth when I was, you know, recording at home.
All right.
But
Hold it. A word that just came out of your mouth.
yeah.
And the world music buying public is supposed to put their money down for a word that just dropped out of your mouth.
But they laughed at Bebop Alula, you know.
Are you sure they laughed at it?
I don't know. I wasn't around, but I'm sure that someone must have laughed. Bebop Palooza, there was which is a big hit as well. So it's just tutti frutti. I mean.
So now you're sitting there and you're
what?
just sort of phonetically making noise while you write this song.
Yeah, I write the music and then I sing into a microphone, blah 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 blah. Sussudio, you know, just because the rhythm of the word felt so good, and I was originally going to replace it, but I couldn't find a word that meant anything that scanned as well. So I got stuck with it. So I had to reverse it and think, okay, well, this is the word. What does it mean? So I invented a meaning, which is actually a girl's name.
So now it becomes the name of a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever, anywhere you've ever been, run into a woman named Sussudio?
But in 9 months' time, you never know. I mean, we may have this may blossom. This may find its way into the name books.
Oh, excuse me, I don't know what's going on. You got a good point there. We have to pause here for a commercial, and we'll be right back with Phil Collins, folks. Hi there. Phil Collins is here. Now, you're going to be on Miami Vice or not? Is that true?
Yeah, well, they originally asked me, and I didn't know whether I could do it or not. But I think after seeing the show in Los Angeles, and I introduced the members of the band as a lounge lizard, you know, I mean, sort of, you know. And I think they liked it. They liked it, and so they're going to write me as a drug-crazed lounge lizard.
A guy working a bar somewhere in Florida.
I think actually a game show host is actually, they're going to adapt it to be a game show host who's on something.
And most of them are, you know. Now, you've done some acting before, haven't you? You were in some pretty important films.
Yes, well, Hard Day's Night I was in, but although I've seen it a dozen times, I've never seen it.
And what part do you play? Oh, you've never seen yourself?
No, I've never seen myself. I was one of the hundreds, actually. There's only a couple of hundred. It looks like more in the film, but a couple of hundred kids at the end who were screaming at the Beatles as they did that last sort of the last stint in the theatre.
Yeah. Were you an actor at the time, or just somebody lucky enough to be standing around and they said, "Kid, get over here"?
I was at drama school, so I was one of, you know, they sent out a call for a couple of drama schools to send down 100 kids each, and I was one of them.
Yeah.
I did some other stuff. I did The Artful Dodger and Oliver in the West End in London.
So you can do it all, apparently.
Well, I didn't really like acting. I've been playing drums since I was 5, you know, so I really wanted to do that for as long as I can remember. And I couldn't be in a professional group when I was that age. So I had to think of something else to do until I was old enough to do that.
Did a little acting. Now, what about the Academy Awards? How did that feel? You were sitting there in the audience, and your song is nominated, and you wanted to sing the song.
Well, I offered to sing the song. I mean, it just made sense. I was going
Made sense to everybody. Yeah. But yet they had Anne Reinking singing. Now, what did that feel like to you as you're sitting there?
Well, I was sort of starting to shrink down a little bit as the song went on because. No, she is probably a great dancer.
She's a dancer, I think, isn't she? Yeah.
And she just didn't sing it very well at all. I mean, she probably can't sing. And I think it was what riles me still, or baffles me still. I mean, everything else has been blown up out of all proportion. I mean, I felt sorry for her when she came out and did it because I think she knew that everybody was out there, you know, in the kerfuffle that had gone on.
Yeah.
But really,
It must have been a lot of pressure for her.
Yeah, I felt sorry for her from that point of view. But I couldn't understand. Well, I was told that nobody was, you know, wasn't for personal promotion. So therefore, why was Ray Parker doing it? Why was Denise Williams doing it? And why was Stevie Wonder asked, although he declined?
Yeah.
There's only me and Kenny Loggins that weren't asked.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was strange. I mean, I'm not from Los Angeles. I don't live in America. So maybe I'm not part of the community.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
No, I mean, I don't want to put anybody's nose out of
As far
joint.
as we're concerned, you're part of the community.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
It's no jacket required. You going to play with the band a little more?
I hope so, yeah.
Phil, thank you very much for coming by. We appreciate your playing and love your
enjoyed
music,
everything.
and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave.
We got to go. We'll be right back, though, with Dennis Miller, folks.